So I've just come back for 3.5 hours with the Deus 2. Find out what it's like. Here I am. I'm going to test out the Deus 2. Hopefully it will live up to my expectation that the Deus 2 must be significantly better than the Deus 1, otherwise why do it at all? Anyway, we will see. Ooh, hope so, because obviously treasure hunting is just a very large part of my life, and a better, stronger, faster, lighter machine is like a dream come true. Which is why you pay like $1,300, $1,400 or whatever it is I paid for it in the first place. So let's see if I got my money's worth. Off we go on a shiny shovel. It's a beautiful day. It's meant to be -2 or something, but it must be plus blah, 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 a lot. And I took my hat off because it's going to be too hot in a hat. So anyway, it's beautiful, and I've got my first Deus 2 signal down here. It's a 40, which I don't know what that means, but I'm suspecting that means it's, you know, junky. But, you know, you've got to dig it all. You've got to dig it all, particularly with a new machine. So let's see what we've got. It's down there. I'm not going to live film it because it's going to be a bit of fall, I would think. But you don't know till you know. So let's go. So this is right around where I found a gold coin. I'm starting from here, then I'm going over to my ancient hotspot. Well, this is pretty ancient hotspot really, and it had gold in it, but it's not of the calibre of the place up there, which has treasures from all over the ages. But anyway, we got something down here. Oh yes, 40 is not going to be a junk number, it's going to be a thing number. Take a look. Now, I'm actually only guessing, but I'm guessing that that is what we found. That's going to be a gene button. No, shotty. 40 is a shotty. Well, that's good to know. Yes, that's certainly good to know. But anyway, so we know 40 shotgun end. So we've got a 62 here, which would normally be lead. Now I'm taking this opportunity to see what all the different settings sound like. And I'm going to pick the one that my ear, my deaf old ear, likes the most. So let's do that, shall we? So that's the signal, and that's on, switch on general 1. That's fine. Sensitive, same signal, same number. And I have to say, I like the sound. It's solid, very, very solid. So that's the next one along, which is sensitive fast. I guess that FT stands for. So this is fast. Oh, I really like that. That shouts out at me. And you know, after a few hours, you know, you don't want that. Well, I don't want that anyway. Deep. Well, that's pretty emphatic, isn't it? Different number, but if you're punching deep, you'd expect it to be different. Now, this is Deus Mono. Gain very generic. Goldfield, well, but that'll wake you up. But I guess you're not going to be wanting to use that if you're in a highly mineralised ground. But ooh, that is shouting, isn't it? 60. Relic. Shouting again, we like that. Diving, well, we're not diving. Beach, no, we're not on the beach. Fast, is it fast 40 kilohertz. That's quite nice as well. Nice and sharp. And again, very clean, very, very clean. I like that. So, let's go back to fast. I get the feeling also you can pinpoint easier than the old Deus. So it's right on the tip there. And let's see what pinpoint says. Well, I would say that says it's there. But not up here. So, there. Well, let's take that bit out and see what we have. So it should be basically in there, although I'm not sure how deep this thing will pull up that signal from. So Let's have a listen. So it should be in here. No, it isn't. So I'm saying it's there. And the pinpointer said it was here. This soil is so soft, it's lovely. We like a soft soil, we do. Now of course it does depend whether the pinpointer is telling you it's on the end of your coil or in the middle. Well, I'm going to use the pinpointer. It's not. Well, that's where it is. That's what I thought it was. Not back here. That's also quite deep. Well, that should be in there. Let's have a listen. Well, here. It's right in there. Oh, maybe not. But anyway, it's certainly getting it loud and clear, isn't it? So that's it. And that's a very small thing. Wow. And that's a farmer's brace clip at about, well, at least 6 inches. Now that is impressive. Well, that is impressive, because I wouldn't be expecting to get that deep and that loud. Granted, you have turned the volume full on, but that is actually impressive. So I'm very happy with that. I'm starting to smile at my purchase, because that was really deep, and you heard it. It was really, really loud, and that was really, really low. Now, it's almost perfect conditions, because the soil is so damp, it will be highly conductive. But even so, all that aside, that's a very, very, very strong sign right there. Well, I'm not getting very far towards my hotspot. I keep finding things. That can't be bad. Now, this is a Mr. Deus. And that was a nice little tiny signal, and it wasn't that deep, but, you know, it's a tiny little object, and we found it. And 2 2s sound exactly like Celtic gold. Here we are, nice signal. So quite deep. 5, 6 inches, 66. So let's see what we've got at 66. And there we are. That's going to be a thing, I think. Barrel tap. So that is a barrel tap. There you go. Very nice too. Now, I do not think for 1 minute that the Deus 1 wouldn't have picked that up. However, you can think these things, but it's what you've got in your pocket at the end of the day. So that is very nice indeed. Nice barrel tap. Now this is my first 91 signal, which on the Deus 1 you'd be going, oh, I got silver, I got silver. But probably not. So anyways, down here, it's out the hole. The pinpointing, I'm loving the pinpointing. It does give me, well, I'm terrible at pinpointing on the other machines. This one, I'm getting it first time. That can't be bad, can it? Anyway, let's go down and get that 91 and see what the Deus says about 91. No, I think it's here. It's not. It must be here then. Oh, where'd you go? Come on, I know you're here. And there's a coin. And that looks very, very interesting. Let's get the lighting right for this one. Oh, is that silver, isn't it? Is that silver? That's going to be silver. That's going to be a silver half franc. Oh. Yep, 50 centimes silver. It wasn't me, I didn't do that. Maybe I did, I don't know. Alright, I'm convinced. It's great, it's marvellous, it's wonderful, it's brilliant. Funny enough, it's by that barrel tap. I was pushing onto my hotspot and I went, now I should go back, barrel tap, be some other stuff there, weren't there? Bing! Silver half franc. I don't find much silver. There's not much silver to be found, as all you treasure hunters will know. So, you know, wow. Okay, love it, love it, love it. It's a bit of a pewter plate. It's sort of about 6 inches down. Faint signal, but clear. So it wasn't sort of like too faint and you go, oh, that's sketchy, I won't dig it. It was like, oh, faint, that must be deep. So anyway, very good. Good to find that stuff at that depth. So I haven't found anything yet on my hotspot, which I have pounded for hours and hours and hours, so I'm not surprised. But what I am now is very confident in this machine and I'm really liking it. And the stuff that I found on the way there was proof to me that this is a really great machine. Now I've got a signal here, and if this was a signal Deus 1, it would be a Napoleon III. So let's have a look, see what it is. I mean, bang, it's a big signal. So, and this is, I should have gone over this a few times, but obviously either I haven't on this machine's got it when they didn't. Let's have a look, see what we've got. See, we're going live dig. I'm that interested in it. So I'm thinking that's out. Yep. So it's in here somewhere. And that was a coin. Now that was reading like a much bigger coin. Granted, it wasn't very deep, but that was a very emphatic signal for such a small coin. That's going to be a Liard. So let's have a look at that. Oh, look at that. That's good condition, that is. Oh, you don't normally get them in good condition like that. That's Louis XIV. He's got a crown there. That's his face. And on here it will say Liard de France, blah, blah, blah. Well, somewhere anyway. So I should have picked this up. I didn't. So this is also a good sign that the Deus 2 can winkle out things that you've missed. Yep, Liard, Louis XIV. Well, the Deus 2 was telling me that this beam now was in fact iron, but obviously you get an overdrive on something as big as iron as that. So I was getting a nice signal, inverted commas, but the Deus was saying, no, that's iron, that is. So I dug it anyway just to see, and lo and behold, there it was. Beam now. And here it is. The Deus 2 lives up to the challenge I set it. I've been on this patch, untold hours this year, and the year before and the year before that, because it's full of really ancient stuff. So I've got a tiny little signal, 42, which normally you think of as rubbish, but you know, you've got to dig it all. You have got to dig it all. And this is what I've got in my hand. That is a mount or a brooch of some kind. And that's going to be old, old, old. Don't rub the old. I'll be able to ID it at some point. And that's the challenge I set the Deus 2, to find a little relic on ground that I've been bashed away at with the Deus 1. And let's just say I haven't been finding much, but I found one coin and I found this. And a lot of this is covered with these low bushes, which I can get out of the way, but let's just say I'm not trying. And we are finding good stuff. We are definitely finding good stuff. And you know, that could be over 1,000 years old, because I've got stuff from the Merovingian period here, I've got stuff from the Celtic period here, and there's Roman, tiny bits of Roman now and again around here. But this particular area, we've had Celtic, Merovingian, medieval, Dark Ages, and now this little piece. Yep, Deus 2. I might not like the front end of it, but I like what it finds, and that's all that matters to me. And I know there's lots of options that I can, you know, flick about and mess around with. And I already turned the volume up on the speaker, just like that, which the old one didn't have that, and I missed that. So I've turned it up now, so old deaf ears here can actually, you know, hear those tiny little signals. But, you know, when you get a signal, bang! It doesn't leave you much to the imagination, and that's also very good. So anyway, I'm going to concentrate around this area, see if we can turn up any more. I was leaving because, you know, I've done about an hour here, found that one coin, and I thought, well, you know, I'm liking this machine, I trust it, I'm comfortable with it, it's doing a good performance, it's showing me where the iron is, where I'd expect it to be, and behaving in a way that says iron, iron, iron. I tested a few, and it's been exactly what it said it was, and then, boom, a little 42 signal which says trash. But you got to dig it all. You've got to dig it all, and you just seen what I found, so it's passed the test. This is now my new machine. I reckon there's a coin down here, and I want you to hear what it sounds like when you go over a little coin, because I think this is going to be a little coin. This would normally be some huge lump, but with the Deus 2, it just sounds like a huge lump. Have a listen. Now, it's so loud, I thought I'd scrape it out with my foot, but it's not that shallow. It's screaming. 74, 77. Now, I don't know what that means. I suspect that it means that it's actually not necessarily a totally high conductor. Well, you see, it's not shallow, is it? Certainly no surface find. Now, it's going to be in there. I would think it's going to be in there. It's a funny little mark. It's not it. No. No. What's it playing at? What's it playing at? You there? Right. Now, it's there, isn't it? It's got to be there. Oh, throwing it away now. Oh, it's going to be a big thing, isn't it? Has to be a big thing. Well, what are you? And it's a beam now. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Well, some people like finding these things, but I was expecting a coin. But it's a mighty lump of iron. So Deus 2 is not totally infallible when it comes to iron, but it's been doing a good job up to now. I've got 2 beam nail, one that I thought was a beam nail and one that I didn't. So only one false signal, if you want to call that false, that is. So this is a monkey's uncle signal. If this isn't a coin, I'm a monkey's uncle. So let's go down and get it. First off, I'm using fast. And it's 83. Somewhere about there. Right there. So I'm digging a little bit too forward with this guy. So that should be it out. Let's take another spoonful. Right, there we go. No. Well, it's still there. My rubbish pinpointing is back in force. And there she blows. Look at that one. So that is a 2-solve Luna 16th. Let's zoom in on her. Yep. And there it is. No wonder that's such a big signal. Look at the size of that coin. And that's going to be bell metal. Don't rub the bell metal. Yes, I'm going to. Here we go. We're not going to rub it too much, to be honest. And there. Rub it on the magic trousers, as somebody we all know would say. And there is old Louis. And on the side, on the other side there, is a Hat of Liberty here, and a wreath, or victory, I don't know. Pillar or something. And that was basically just short of a silver coin. Very nice too. Very, 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 very nice. Very happy with that. Mind you, I don't think anybody's metal detector could have missed that one. But doesn't matter what you think, it's what's in your pocket that counts. And my pocket has got lots of lovely stuff with the Deus 2 in about, I don't know, 2 hours. Yep, that's all I've been doing this for. This is my excited face, this is my excited face. Now, this is really quite close to where I found that gold coin a couple of years ago. It's not a gold coin, but it's a small coiny thing, and it's kind of exciting. Ooh, yeah, let's have a look. So there you are, there it is. It's very small. And I think that is going to be a 1 centime of Napoleon III. And that is exactly what that is. Because that could have been a silver coin easily. And it was small and it was deep, and the Deus 2 winkled it out. Well, that's the first bell seal for the Deus 2. That's the first surface find of the Deus 2 for me. You're getting that double bleep like you expect from a surface find. That's good. And I'm guessing that's a 5 centimes of Napoleon Toir. Can't see the Emperor with a goatee, but that might be him there. So look. No, I can't see, but it's highly likely to be the Emperor with a goatee. Maybe not, maybe not. Well, you're seeing it probably better than me. That's an eagle. A geezer with a little beard. That's what that is. If not, well, it's probably a little earlier. No, actually, I think it's what's called a cesium. I think that's a 6, basically. So 6 little coins in one. And that's from about 1720, I think, 1680, that sort of time. Anyway, really like that. And there it was, just lying there. Now, walking at a random pace back to the shiny shovel, because you never know what might be there. That elusive hotspot might just be where you've missed it every single time that you've walked this way. So, a bit of random does you good. Well, that was 3.5 really nice hours. You've seen what I found. Nice collection. I found a really old piece on that hotspot that I'd hammered and hammered. Found some lovely coins. Found a silver. You know, you can't do better than that. And I would say that this machine is really, really, really solid. And the volume on the control box, now that's really excellent too. And yes, I'm not going to be going back to the Deus 1. And I've got 3 of them. This is a superior machine. And for somebody like me, who absolutely adores treasure hunting, it's worth every penny. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and like. I'll be back soon with the Deus 2.